SSERAFIM has been no stranger to controversy, but their recent comebacks have put them at the center of some of the most heated plagiarism accusations. The most recent one of these in particular has truly enraged audiences, and they're coming out with all of the proofs and receipts. But how much truth do these allegations hold? It began in February 2025 when SSERAFIM began teasing their fifth mini-album titled Hot. The promotional campaign was supposed to build anticipation for their lead single, Born Fire, which is set to drop on March 14th. Instead, it quickly turned into a battleground. As soon as the teasers went live, fans and critics alike began pointing out the similarities to existing works. One of the biggest points of contention was a specific teaser featuring member Yoonjin. In the clip, she moves through a plush fur-lined tunnel before stepping onto a giant hamster wheel. It was a striking visual, but not everyone saw it as original. Some sharp-eyed viewers quickly compared it to a Mugler perfume advertisement featuring model Anok Yai, which had eerily similar imagery, a model crawling through a furry tunnel and running inside a massive wheel. The resemblance was enough for people to start calling it out, with some accusing SSERAFIM's creative team of directly lifting the concept. But that was just the beginning. Another teaser featured member Chaewon with the word hot emblazoned across her chest, a bold stylistic choice that immediately reminded fans of Sabrina Carpenter's espresso promotions. In a widely circulated image, Sabrina had espresso written in bold letters on her back, making the comparison hard to ignore. Was it a mere coincidence, or had SSERAFIM stolen someone else's idea once again? Unfortunately for SSERAFIM, there were more allegations coming, like the comparison to ITZY. While this claim was a little more vague, some viewers insisted that SSERAFIM's hot teaser images bore a strong resemblance to ITZY's past photo shoots. Whether it was the styling, the poses, or the overall aesthetic, critics argued that there was an undeniable similarity between the two groups. Defenders of SSERAFIM, however, were quick to push back. Some pointed out that one of the most circulated plagiarism examples was nothing more than a standard group photo, with one commenter sarcastically noting, "They're just standing." Despite the lack of concrete proof, the accusations caught fire on social media. Hashtags calling out SSERAFIM trended on X, with users sarcastically asking, "Who's gonna be the next victim?" as if the group was systematically lifting ideas from one artist after another. The backlash gained so much traction that major media outlets started covering the controversy, reporting on the growing number of fans flooding comment sections with criticism. But all of this wasn't new to SSERAFIM. Just months before, in 2024, the group had faced an eerily similar situation with their crazy comeback. This time, the plagiarism allegations revolved around their supposed similarities to two major SM entertainment groups, aespa and Red Velvet. The conversation started in August 2024 when a viral post on a popular Korean forum accused SSERAFIM of copying aespa's visuals. The argument was that SSERAFIM's teaser images for Crazy featured bright neon lighting and distinctive hairstyles that some fans claimed looked way too much like aespa's past concepts. The discussion got even more specific when some people honed in on Chaewon's styling, asking, "Is Kim Chaewon copying Winter again?" implying that her hair and look were directly inspired by aespa's Winter. The underlying accusation was that SSERAFIM was struggling to establish a unique identity and was instead borrowing ideas from other successful groups. And the aespa comparisons were just the start. Later in 2024, as SSERAFIM prepared to release a Japanese version of Crazy, another wave of accusations hit. This time, the target was Red Velvet's Chill Kill comeback from 2023. When SSERAFIM dropped their teaser photos, they featured the members dressed in black and white outfits shot in a vintage eerie atmosphere. Fans of Red Velvet immediately saw the resemblance to Chill Kill, which had been praised for its haunting retro aesthetic. Some critics were so convinced that they labeled SSERAFIM's concept a lower quality version of Red Velvet's original idea. But it did not stop there. Some people also pointed out similarities between SSERAFIM's teaser videos and Red Velvet's birthday music video, which had a whimsical, slightly retro party theme. It all added up to a larger narrative that was forming around SSERAFIM, a group that, in the eyes of its critics, had built its image by borrowing too heavily from others. As the backlash grew, so did the divide in opinions. Detractors were vocal, saying things like, "SSERAFIM seems to be the only fourth-gen group that can't find their own identity, and what's going on with them?" The repetition of these accusations made it seem like a pattern, leading some to speculate that it was not just a few unfortunate coincidences, but a deliberate strategy. One sarcastic comment summed up this sentiment, asking, "Did SSERAFIM have a spy in aespa's team?" Then things took a turn for the worse when a viral post on X compiled what it called plagiarism throughout their career, listing allegations for nearly every era. The list was extensive. Rosalia's Linda and Chicken Teriyaki were linked to their Unforgiven and Anti-Fragile eras, respectively, and their Easy era supposedly took elements from Tyla's Water, Doja Cat's Woman, and Velas's Cliché. But when you take a closer look at the evidence, a different story emerges, and it makes you wonder if the accusations hold any real real truth or not. Take the viral comparison between SSERAFIM's hot teaser and Sabrina Carpenter's espresso promotions. It looked like a clear case of copying, except for one major issue. The Sabrina image wasn't even real. Fans quickly pointed out that it was a fan edit, not an official promo from Sabrina's team. The entire accusation was based on a manipulated image designed to stoke controversy. Then there was the comparison between SSERAFIM's Bornfire trailer and Anokyai's Mugler fragrance video. People soon realized that critics conveniently ignored the rest of the Mugler ad, which had little in common with SSERAFIM's teaser. One observer pointed out that if you put the full videos side by side, they looked nothing alike outside of those two cherry-picked moments. This kind of selective comparison was a common tactic, clipping out similar-looking scenes while ignoring the broader context. SSERAFIM's trailer had its own distinct sets, narrative, and choreography, none of which appeared in the Mugler video. Fashion-inspired visuals are common in K-pop, and avant-garde imagery like tunnels and wheels aren't unique to any single brand. If Mugler hasn't raised any concerns, was this really a case of plagiarism, or just a case of fans grasping at straws to blame SSERAFIM? The accusations against their crazy era followed the same pattern. Neon lighting and vibrant hair colors have been a massive trend in K-pop, especially in 2023 and 2024. No single group owned the concept. If Chaewon and aespa's Winter both sported bold-colored bobs, did that mean one copied the other, or was it just a case of overlapping trends? Some fans insisted that SSERAFIM had repeatedly copied Winter's style, implying an ongoing pattern. But without clear proof beyond similar aesthetics, the accusation lacked real evidence. Then came the claims that SSERAFIM had copied Red Velvet's Chill Kill for their Japanese crazy teasers. The resemblance between their photo shoots was undeniable, but there was a crucial detail missing from the accusation. The photographer behind both shoots was the same person, Cho Gi-sok. That fact alone explained why the two sets of photos might have a similar look. If a photographer has a signature style, is it plagiarism when their work across different projects shares visual elements? And even beyond that, Red Velvet's Chill Kill had a distinct horror thriller concept, while SSERAFIM's Japanese crazy teasers leaned more into a noir fashion aesthetic. The overall moods might have felt similar, but the themes and execution were different. Yet critics ignored these nuances and continued pushing the plagiarism angle. When it came to their music and choreography, the allegations became even shakier. Some critics claimed that SSERAFIM's Easy era had borrowed from Tyla's Water, Doja Cat's Woman, and Velas's Cliché. But what exactly were they copying? Tyla's song had gone viral in late 2023, leading to countless dance challenges featuring fluid, wave-like movements. If SSERAFIM had a similar dance element in 2024, was that plagiarism or just the influence of a popular trend? Afrobeat-inspired pop songs like Doja Cat's Woman had also been dominating global charts, making it no surprise that multiple artists were experimenting with similar sounds. And yet, none of the accusers pointed to any direct melody lifts, lyric similarities, or choreography that matched move for move. Without clear-cut evidence, these claims felt more like grasping at straws. Social media played a huge role in fueling the narrative. A common tactic was to phrase accusations as if they were breaking news. One viral tweet read, "Breaking news, SSERAFIM have been seen plagiarizing Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter for their hot concept photos, with attached images for proof." But the way it was framed made it seem like an official report rather than a fan-made accusation. Many of these posts came from accounts with clear biases. One high-profile accuser even had a handle like BTS Flop, signaling an anti-hype agenda. These kinds of tweets spread rapidly, and by the time fans of SSERAFIM debunked the claims, the misinformation had already reached thousands of people. Despite the backlash, neither SSERAFIM nor their agency has directly addressed the accusations. Maybe they see it as baseless noise, or maybe they know that responding would only add fuel to the fire. Either way, the scrutiny isn't likely to go away anytime soon. Every new comeback will bring fresh comparisons, and as long as people are looking for them, they'll find something to pick apart even if it doesn't make sense at all. It looks like some K-pop fans are determined to paint SSERAFIM in a bad light, even if it means spreading false claims to make it happen.